Hi, my name is Dan Schmidt from the Chinese Martial Arts Center in Seminole. Today we're going to be discussing the Kung Fu sash and the Kung Fu belt. So we've all been to karate and taekwondo schools and you see the big thick canvas belts. Kung Fu's no exception. A lot of people say, well, I thought Kung Fu didn't have ranking, they didn't have belts. A lot of schools don't follow a particular curriculum, if you will, of using belts. However, I would like to point out that traditionally, yes, Kung Fu did have ranking. A lot of the styles, such as mainly in the North China, were military arts. They had all kinds of ranking, just like you do in the military. A lot of people would have to take scholarly written exams to be able to be promoted to their next level and learn the next set of techniques or whatever. But it's more of a modern thing, especially here in America, for people to think that, oh, well, Kung Fu doesn't have any ranking, that's ridiculous. Typically that gets started because a lot of styles were family styles. I mean, your dad's not going to say, hey Johnny, if you want to get your black belt, you need to do this or that. But if you were in the military, particularly like in North China, yeah, you would have to take some sort of an exam or pass some sort of a test, written, physical, or otherwise. So yes, Chinese martial arts does have a curriculum-based ranking system. They differ from school to school. I know of some schools where the yellow sash here, which in our school, this is your second level. But in some schools, you may have this as almost like your black belt. It depends on the teacher, depends on the style, whatever they may want to do. It doesn't matter. Ranking is ranking. But what we're going to discuss today is two particular belts known in Kung Fu. So the first one, most people usually see like in the Kung Fu movies and a lot of Kung Fu schools now, and even us, we use this. This is called the sash. Okay, it's a very long piece of cloth. Usually it's made of silk. Sometimes you can get them in cotton. And what we're going to go over today is traditionally what its usage was. Now, first off, this is basically Chinese clothing. A lot of Kung Fu uniforms are just Chinese clothing. However, they've become known over the years as uniforms. And I believe it was the early 1900s, there was a school called the Jingwu School, which was one of the first open Kung Fu schools that would just accept students that had uniforms. And that's why a lot of the Kung Fu schools today have the uniforms like you see in the Bruce Lee movies, the frog buttons, the sashes, and things of that nature. But the sash, okay, was particularly just a Chinese belt. But a lot of the Kung Fu fighters, they would have a much longer sash, and it would be tied basically almost from your solar plexus all the way down to the bottom of your stomach. You would wrap it real tight. This is what I like to call a prehistoric sparring gear. The reason why is because they would tie it real tight to keep your muscles and your organs tight. So for fighting practice, sparring practice, whatever, so if you get hit, nothing's going to get moved around. It will protect your organs. Okay, nowadays, they've gone back to just the regular size. Now, many different schools have different ways that they tie it. Okay, some people tie it in a fancy knot in the front. Some people don't have a knot at all. They just wrap it around the waist. But except that across the board, you have what's called the hero's knot, and typically you wear it on the left hip. Some schools have it on the right hip. Okay, so the hero's knot, you have to practice with it to get the length correct. Basically, you're going to hold it on the left hip. You want to have it hang down about knee level. Some people like it a little longer, shorter. Like I said, you'll have to practice to find what fits for you. So you're going to hold it tight on the left hip. You're going to wrap it from the front. Okay. Now you want to keep it nice and flat and tight, but for the sake of filming, I'm just going to wrap it in the front once, then come over again. Now the original piece you started with, you're going to come up. Now we create a hole. Stick that original piece down and through the hole, pull tight. Now that same original piece, you're going to go over the top, loop it halfway through, and then pull. Okay, now the excess that you have left over, like I said, depends on you. You can have it big, you can have it small. You want to flatten it out and just nicely place it down on the side. Okay, now the beauty of this knot is people worry, oh, my sash is going to come untied during a tournament or whatever. Well, it's not. If you pull the long one, you can pull it as hard as you want, it won't come undone. Now the original piece we started with is tucked away underneath. This is what you have to pull and untie it. One pull, the whole thing comes undone. And it holds nice. It's a very tight knot. Now, the second kind of belt that we see a lot in Chinese martial arts is this one. Okay, it's a flat piece of canvas. It's tapered on each end, and it has a different amount of ropes. It depends where you get them from. These, unfortunately, are no longer being made, but you can still find them in a lot of kung fu places, but they're running out fast. Now this one, you hold it from the front, cross the ropes behind you. Now a lot of people, they'll tie it the same as they do the sash. Tie it off on the left side, no particular order, off on the left, and then some people, they like to tie it so the knot is in the front. Either way is fine. This one is more modern. It's used more by modern practitioners. This is almost, can be equated to like a weightlifting belt. Same thing, it's good support for the back if you do a lot of jump kicks, and it looks nice. You can find them with different patterns, known as the cloud pattern. You have different colors and different lengths, different sizes. But those are your main two kung fu types of belts or sashes. You have the silk ones, and then you have these canvas ones like this. Thank you.